Hey everyone. So I just took out Nice over here. I'm trying to take out Ragusa, their last city-state ally, and the last city-state overall that isn't an ally of mine, because I have my two over here that you can see on the mini-map. And I'm going to have just enough of a fleet left over to take this city. I just lost 3 ships on my last turn due to the combined firepower of the Aztecs, the French, and Ragusa itself. That put my ships in a more vulnerable position. So I'm gonna try and take this city-state out right now, and then book it and preserve what I can of my fleet. I've lost most of this fleet by now. It's been a tough go, and I'm ready to call an end to this campaign. But if I get Ragusa, which it looks like I'm about to do, then I'll have met basically every single goal of the campaign. Oh, not quite lined up, right? Okay. And because that means I'll have taken out Paris, I'll have taken out Rome, I'll have taken out Kizil, one of the city-state allies, and I'll have taken out, of course, Ragusa, as you see. And that means that... Oh, and I would have done a lot of damage to the enemy territory in general. So that means I'll have gotten a lot done in the course of this campaign. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get him out of here. Yeah, these guys took a lot of damage. Okay. Hey, look at how much XP they have. Auto leaving. Alright, and this is the last victory of the campaign. So Ragusa is gone. They have no city-state allies anymore. So, let's look at the World Congress real quick. Yeah, so the Aztecs had 8 votes, now they only have 4. So that gives me more of an advantage than I had before. And should be able to... I decided I'm probably going to go with that timely repeal of nuclear nonproliferation by their nukes, so that I can nuke them with their own uranium. Well, buy their uranium so I can nuke them with their own uranium. But yeah. In the meantime, I need to preserve what I can of this fleet. So I'm going to get all these guys the hell out of here. So yeah, I mean, a lot of my initial ships that were very well trained did not make it. A lot of the guided missiles that I developed were never able to reach their targets. This was, there was a lot of loss on my side, but I destroyed so much more on their side. Okay, so this guy here, move him here. It looks like I'm able to get my ships out, which is good. Alright, I guess I'm going to just try and hold them in the ocean for my next campaign. So The next thing I'm looking to do is bring the war back to my home continent. So I'm going to build this fleet. Some of the ships that I was sending to reinforce it going along this route, that were going them this way, I have since redirected to, instead of go this way from my city, to go over here. So, and I'm going to build them up around here. I'm afraid to send them out in this area while the war is still on, because I tried to assemble a fleet here. In fact, a big part of the ships that constituted this fleet when I first sent it out were right like around here, and I was trying to actually start a campaign attacking these cities, but every time I started to get close, I'd get hit by their air support, and I just didn't like the risk, because they had a bunch of submarines that would give them vision, and then I'd lose ships. So what I'm going to try and do is build the remainder of my fleet up here, and then when I have peace, where I can safely send my ships, I'm going to send them down from over here to the south. And what I want to do is take Zurich and then push inland and try to capture Beijing, and then probably do another coastal campaign, taking out all these cities here, and maybe any others that I can reach. And I'm hoping that if I can do well enough, I can maybe gain a foothold and actually push inland and have a proper land campaign and take Moscow. Because I wouldn't have to go too much farther to get to Moscow. And what peace would allow me to do is build up a more sophisticated force. So what I'm hoping is that maybe I could land here even with some artillery, some of my giant death robots, and with a lot of infantry, of course, and actually have a reasonable land force. And I can use the peace period to sort of reorganize my forces and assemble that force and get it here. So that is what I'm hoping I'll be able to do. Anyway, yeah, that concludes the campaign. I hope you guys enjoyed this so far, and we'll try and ultimately get the win.